how's it going, everybody? It's your boy McWhoopin, and today we are back with yet another episode of NBA 2K20 featuring everyone's favorite boy, Free Hong Kong, fresh off his latest career high. That's pretty much all he does now is career highs. I think he had 46 points the last game, 12 rebounds, and like 5 assists, so really rolling, but, still only a 6-man, because, coach is dumb, won't put us in, won't give us games, but here we are. We got ourselves our next match against the Magic, and we will hopefully get ourselves some serious point getting as well, and I will see you at either the first DA thing or at tip-off. So I will see you guys shortly.
Effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's
Okay,
playing.
here we are, tip-off.
Right now.
Nothing
So
of
let's take a
importance
look at the
happens.
Toronto Raptors starting lineup.
Let us assimilate to our first time of the court.
They have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Shake and Bake's checked in for Toronto. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe, and this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in. Marcus All's checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Kyle Lowry. And stolen by Siakam. Down low, Shake and Bake. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's
Couldn't
no
even
good.
freaking let that in.
Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's Shake and Bake. Defended
Oh
by
my God,
Gordon
I'm
with
not
the
getting nothing in.
defensive effort. Fultz the pass to Ross. Back to Fultz. And here is Bamba. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Gasol comes to help. Here's Ross. No good there. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Van Vliet looking around. Has to shake and bake. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes that can
Yeah,
be
we're
a tough
starting
call
off
for the
very
refs
slow.
to make, but not that time.
Team's
It
still
was
winning,
easy
but
there.
we're starting off
The
slow.
Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. And then for Toronto, Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Can they get it? And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Marc Gasol.
Yeah, you can see Bamba's composure down there. I mean, even when he's under pressure, he stays aggressive and calm.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Orlando.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Powell against Augustine. Here's Carter-Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Davis with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Right side Gasol. Stolen by Bamba. Augustine against Davis. Pass to Bamba. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded close. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Carter Williams is a wily, wiry athlete who finishes well through contact. There's little you can do short of fouling him to keep him from making these shots.
Inside.
There we go, finally.
As they pick up 2 points.
Got ourselves an easy two.
And the Raptors lead
Get us
by
on the
8.
board.
Well, you have to applaud Shea for doing what he feels is right. I heard that, Greg, after a recent game, he made sure to spend time with his fans.
And that is something that you don't see enough of from the young rookies coming into the league. Glad to hear that Shea remembers that ultimately it is all about the fans.
2 on the clock, and Gasol sends it back. Powell, the pass to Shaken. Gordon against Gasol. Gonzalez. Oh, that was a strong goal.
Not many players in the league can play at that elevation. I mean, Hollis Jefferson putting on the show. A high wire act.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Well, you know, he started his career with a stress fracture in his left tibia, which cost Mo Bamba some time in his rookie season. But overall, a pretty impressive start for the 2018 number 6 pick.
1:32 left to play here in the first. Shake and bake. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Go.
The Magic trail by 10.
More points in.
Clark, you look at Bamba's play thus far. What to you stands out?
Well, the first thing is he's a shot blocker supreme. I mean, he's an elite shot blocker. I think he's got the potential to be a defensive player of the year in time. And also his shooting ability. This guy has a terrific touch for somebody as tall as he is.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Orlando's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. To the wing right side. Augustine passes to Gordon. Pulls it up. And that one is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Powell dishes to Davis. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Gordon. Augustine looking around. To the inside. And it's Gordon missing.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And
Yeah, we haven't been doing too great, but we're still at the lead, which is good.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups. Courtesy
Oh, Powell,
of
come on.
Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, we've got shake and bake. Davis is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Boucher in at the 5 spot.
Really hard to say enough about how good Carter Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. For 3, Ross. Rebound by the Raptors. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, it's easy to
Oh,
see
come
when
on.
you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Carter Williams kicks to Augustine. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Gordon. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Davis finds Siakam. Outside Gasol. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, you've really got to appreciate the versatility of Gasol. I mean, he's a big man with range. I love seeing him square up from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Vucevic trying to get open. Magic working now with the new shot clock. It's deflected.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Gordon. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Shake and Bake.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Carter Williams. From about 16, that's good on the jump shot. Ross has got his first basket of the night.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Outside, Davis. Right side, Gasol. Shoots over Vucevic. Gasol, no good. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 18. To the paint, it's tipped. Here's Vucevic. And Gasol sends it back.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Raptors have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Foul.
And Orlando called for the foul. The Raptors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Both free throws good from Shake and Bake. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Raptors running away
that great
with this
of
one.
first half. Hopefully we can
Aldridge,
pull it back and get a little
David.
something better in the second half.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just at...
We're still +7 plus minus. No steals, no assists, only 8 points, 3 rebounds. Not that good. But
And there wasn't
see
too
what we
much
can do in the
drama
second
in the
half.
first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Murray's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz in at the guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Down low. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Van Vliet passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Van Vliet. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Fultz. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 11 feet away. That shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. 11 feet away. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Raptors leading by 22. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. Got a hand on it.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
Launches it. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And one.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Orlando making some changes. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Powell, he's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Fred Van Vliet.
You know, after a drought of 6 years, the Magic made the playoffs last season. Won 4 straight at the end to grab the 7th seed.
Right side, Gordon. The Magic again can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit.
Oh, come
We'll
on.
see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. The shot's good. Davis has got his first bucket of the night. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Toronto.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Clark, you look at Orlando's breakout season. They won 42 games after winning just 25 the season before.
And you look at the roster, lots of length. And you really have to love their young nucleus. A lot of good
jump in,
players
get those
that are
moments we
getting
can.
better. I think these guys are really just scratching the surface of their potential.
Pass to Bamba. That shot off the mark. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Ross. He's guarded closely. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Marcus All's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Davis, the pass to Boucher. Back to Davis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Augustine against Davis. The pass to Shaken. Back to Davis. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Shaken.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Trey.
Outside Gordon. There's the triple. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Davis looking for an opening. Powell, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Raptors.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort.
For me and the team and us being number 1 defense is kind of weird.
They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
And even though they're down, they are putting on
Okay,
a
let's
show
get us into the
at
20s.
the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Passes it to Shaken. And Bamba pulls it down.
Damn, Bamba.
Bamba's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
And here is Davis. Pass to Shaken. From deep. But they'll get another
What the hell that was? I
And that'll be 2 free throws.
couldn't call for a pick, couldn't do nothing. It just was standing there.
Even from over here, you could
couldn't do anything
that one pretty clearly.
except for actually try to take the shot.
Greg. I mean, a ton of contact.
Weird. Couldn't even move.
Good call by the officials.
What the heck what that was?
The first one falls. Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in.
And we talk about trying to manufacture points. The Magic a year ago were last in the league in free throw attempts.
And I think a part of that, guys, is they really don't have enough creators, facilitators, playmakers. You need guys who can break the defense down and then make plays for themselves or others, and that gets you to the foul line, but it also gets you easy baskets.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Augustine with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Vucevic. Basket counts.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Raptors just dominating this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter
the fourth, get ourselves what we need.
The floor for the Raptors. They've got Norman Powell. Siakam is out there with Shake and Bake. Then there's Davis, and it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. Vucevic dishes to Ross. Just 5 to shoot. Carter Williams, the pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer Augustine. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Davis. Good. Nice job down low.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around, but some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say.
Oh, geez, I'm already off. 5 minutes left.
Here's Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team from the arc.
Oh,
Fournier
come on.
Pulls it down. Fournier's got 5 rebounds tonight. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on a championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Lowry. The wide open look here for Ibaka. A three-pointer off the mark.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Siakam, and the shot goes in. 16 points for Mohamed Bamba.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
The pass to Shake and Bake.
Well, try for this.
Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems
I'm surprised I actually don't have a single assist in this game.
movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team
try to
through
correct
the draft.
that.
Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Now here is Lowry, guarded by Fultz. Outside Lowry. Here's Ibaka, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Just 4 to shoot. That's tipped. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Lowry gets double-teamed to the middle, and Ibaka slams it in.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Fournier passes to Gordon. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Bamba. Shoots over Van Vliet. That one off the back iron and out.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
With the floater, that one falls through. It's his 6th make
I'll take that
for
for
this
assist.
game. Now 6 for 10.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Toronto.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kyle Lowry.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Here's Fultz. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And here's Toronto. Got that one up quick.
And they came in
There we go. That
determined
was
to take
really
this one.
quick.
It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
No good that time. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?
I'm surprised actually
Just
got on
looking
there.
to be aggressive from the get-go. I try to lead by example. Every time I take the floor, I give it, 110%. Evaluating the situation, I could tell we needed my scoring early.
Which you
It is
didn't do.
physically impossible to give more than 100%. And that's what you did tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.
Here as the losing streak
Oh.
continues, and at this point, it's got
That's
to
basic,
is
and
the
then
season
just
loss.
keep on going. Those radio things are kind of annoying. Oh, there we go. Got to use my Sony headphones at the beach party.
Crazy! Hey, there's a great spread over there. There's some cupcakes that look like headphones. Highly recommend. The pulled pork sliders, I would avoid.
Right.
It's all over there. All right? Don't be shy. Come on, get out there. Everybody's looking for you. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, you can actually... Okay, well, got fans of that. And money. There we go. I'll take it. Look at our progression here. We're close to being a featured Jordan athlete. But we will go to our practice, and I will see you at the end of all that back in my loft, so I will see you then. And there we go. Finished off my practice, focused mainly on shooting, trying to get that up, trying to get into the badge and shooting. So we were going steady on that one. And I'll look at our guy, 19.8 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 2 assists, playing 20 minutes on average. So point a minute is not bad. There we go. So now we'll get our progression going because we got more monies. Alright, there we go. We'll pump a bunch to mid-range and one into layup. And there we go. Look to see if minutes have changed at all. Oh, there it is. That's starting. So it looks like most likely next episode we are actually starting the next game. It is about bloody time that we actually get started minutes so we can start pushing that number up even more, getting us into 30, 35, 40 minutes of game time, get some serious pointage going. But looks as if we finally made it. We're finally on our way there. So that is where we're at tonight. So we're going to leave it right there. So thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all that, as it definitely helps the algorithm, helps the channel. So if you do that, it's always truly appreciative. Even if you don't, just watching it is more than we expected, because, you know, we didn't expect anybody, and people watching is always bonus. So thank you so much for all that. And once again, we're finishing here tonight. So thanks so much for watching, and have yourselves a good night.